I have to admit that despite all the criticism of Facebook and social networks in general, I absolutely love them. I'm convinced that, if used wisely, they can offer incredible opportunities and benefits. In my case, Facebook has had a positive impact on my life, and I want to share why. First of all, Facebook is an amazing tool for staying in touch with people. Thanks to this platform, I can easily communicate with friends and family who live far away, even in other countries. No matter where they are, just a few clicks are enough to share messages, photos, or videos. It's like having a bridge that connects the entire world. Without Facebook, maintaining these relationships would be much harder. Another big advantage is the ability to share ideas and opinions. For example, I love discussing politics and current events. I often post my thoughts on what's happening in the world, and I enjoy reading other people's comments. Sure, the discussions can get heated sometimes, but that's the beauty of it. Engaging with different perspectives, learning from others, and maybe even making people think. Here's where my most significant personal experience comes in. I found my dream job thanks to Facebook. One day, a friend of a former college classmate read one of my posts on a political topic. He liked it so much that he reached out to me in a private message. We didn't know each other personally, but he told me he was looking for someone with strong analytical and writing skills for a position in his company. We talked, met in person, and eventually he hired me. If it hadn't been for Facebook, I would have missed this opportunity. It's amazing to think that something as simple as writing a post can change your life. Besides work, Facebook has helped me discover interesting events and communities that share my interests. I love photography, and thanks to Facebook groups, I've met people who organize workshops and photo walks. The same goes for cooking. I've found recipes, tips, and even friends to exchange culinary ideas with. Another aspect I really appreciate is the access to information. Of course, you have to be careful about fake news, but by following reliable sources and trustworthy pages, you can stay updated on so many topics. For me, it's a huge advantage to have all this information at my fingertips. I know Facebook isn't perfect. Like everything else, it has its downsides: addiction, toxic discussions, privacy issues, but I think it's a matter of balance. If we use it thoughtfully, we can avoid these problems and focus on the positive aspects. For me, Facebook isn't just a pastime. It's a tool that enriches me, connects me, and sometimes even opens new doors. That's why, despite the criticisms, I'll continue to use it with enthusiasm.
For some time now, I've been thinking about deleting my Facebook profile and, more generally, stepping away from social media altogether. Every day, I become more aware of how these platforms, which are supposed to bring people closer, actually end up pushing us apart. First of all, I spend way too much time on Facebook. Even when I tell myself I'll just check notifications for 5 minutes, I end up scrolling for half an hour, sometimes even longer. And for what? To go through countless posts that often don't interest me, read unreliable news, or come across hateful comments. I realize this time could be spent more productively, reading a book, cooking a nice meal, or simply going for a walk. Another big issue is the superficial nature of relationships maintained on social media. I came across a saying that really resonated with me. If you want to never meet someone in person again, add them as a friend on Facebook. It's so true. I have so many contacts I haven't seen in years, but we keep liking each other's posts as if that's enough to keep the relationship alive. It's an illusion. True friendship takes time, deep conversations, and shared moments, not just a few clicks. Facebook can also negatively affect our mood. How many times have I felt envious looking at someone else's vacation photos or dissatisfied with my own life after reading about a friend's professional success? On social media, everyone shows only the best parts of their lives, but reality is often much more complicated. This creates unnecessary and stressful competition. I also can't ignore the privacy concerns. Every bit of information we share online is collected and used for purposes we often don't understand. Algorithms know everything about us: what we like, where we live, what we buy. It's unsettling and makes me feel watched. Finally, I think excessive use of social media disconnects us from the real world. When I walk down the street, I see so many people with their eyes glued to their phones. Even at the dinner table, How often do we see friends or family more focused on their screens than on the conversation? It's sad because we're losing the beauty of authentic human interaction. For all these reasons, I'm seriously considering deleting my profile and saying goodbye to social media for good. Of course, it won't be easy at first. I'll probably feel isolated and worry about losing touch with some people, but I think it's worth a try. I want to start living in the moment again, talking face to face with the people I love without filters or notifications. Maybe I won't convince anyone else to do the same, but this is my choice. Sometimes to find yourself, you need the courage to change, and I'm ready to take that step.